Hey, my name's Jonathan Peppers, and I'm an engineer on .NET Maui, and I wanted to show um, just an example of vibe coding. Um, and so what I'm going to do, just to simplify a little bit, is I'm going to start with a WPF app because it just runs straight on Windows. We can do things on my machine locally without doing anything with mobile. Um, Basically, I'm going to take this design here, which I got from the website Dribble, so Dribble. Uh, and I'm going to start with an empty WPF app and let Copilot iterate and make this design. And really, the only things that I set up. So, of course, this is an empty window. Um, but I needed some tools the AI to be able to use, right? And so, in my instructions, I have a script that says, here's how you get a screenshot of the app. And here's a script that here's how you get a snapshot of the visual tree. Um, and then there's some other stuff here about restarting the app or whatever. And then the way that works is I have a class library that opens an HTTP listener, and it can do these operations, right? And that's what lets the script talk to the app, and it should let the AI just iterate, right? The idea is I'll ask the AI to do stuff. It'll save XAML files and just take screenshots and iterate, and let's see what happens. All right. I've done this once in the past, so I just kind of reset it back to an empty project. Um, Basically, what I want to say is make my WPF app look like this design. And we're going to start from here. Um, Actually, let's go ahead and run .NET watch ourselves. And um, so this is an empty window. And I'm going to just do that and tell it that I already have the app running. .NET Go. So I'm just going to use agent mode, and this is default stable VS Code. And then I'm going to use Claude Sonnet 4.5. Of course, the day of the week, which model's the best, might change, but I think this is a good one for the current moment. And let's hit go. I don't think I need to do anything else. Let's see what happens. And if something goes wrong, I'm just going to debug it live, and we'll see what happens. Now the whole thing here, the mock-up of the design, um, is figuring out what the current app looks like. Uh, it's not going to really work like Steam. It's just going to look like Steam. Um, and we'll see how far we get. Maybe we'll implement some search or something. But I just have the design of that main screen. So we'll see what it does. So far, all it's done is read my XAML, existing XAML, and grabbed a screenshot of the current app. And I made it actually launch the screenshot in Explorer mainly for my benefit, just so I could see it. It doesn't actually need to launch it in that way. And I guess while I was thinking, I could have thought of other things to talk about. All right, well, it did something. It wrote a bunch of code. All right. All right, so here's the app now. Oh, something happening. Okay, I didn't tell it that I have images. uh, but this isn't bad. First try. I may stop it and say, look at the images folder. All right, so it did a good first shot. Look in the images folder. I have all the images you need. So I went to the web and downloaded random pictures to fill in. I'll just show you them. So like, this is just Call of Duty artwork, FIFA, Hogwarts Legacy, Mass Effect, have a Steam logo. Um, the game Stray has some like little mini screenshots, so I have a couple of mini ones, and I have like the big one of the cat. Um, I should have could have committed. Yeah, normally what I do, let me do that. Commit what it did in case it gets lost. I just made a commit real quick and um, oh yeah. So one thing that's weird is I have no way to grab and move the app. I guess it decided to. Uh, hey, that looks pretty good already. Um, so let's fix the first thing. Can you make the app just have a regular title bar? Um, because I can't. I want to be able to move this thing around. I don't care that it exactly looks like it. Whatever. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the next thing we should do, these buttons here, well, everything should have rounded corners. Let's let's commit what it did. Um, have rounded corners and shadows. Design. What was the? And I'm just going to drag the design picture in the chat in case it forgot. So right now we're so far this is pretty good as a initial couple iterations, but I wonder. Yeah, one thing I found in doing this in the past is it has trouble reasoning about colors. Like even though it like really interprets your picture, it can't say for some reason now it can't figure out, oh, the gradient stop over on this corner is this number and this number. So I may help. We'll probably end up helping it and like putting a dropper on the design. Uh, what is going on here? Steam, it says Steam, but then has a picture. Yeah, there's a lot of little things that we can tell it to fix. Let's see what happens with the rounded corners. Okay, I see a shadow on the main box. The mouse overs aren't shadow. So I think let's be more specific. Um, do it to the game cards too. Um, and then let's tell it to do two things. The buttons like I guess categories. Cats, adventure should also be on top of the screenshot card. I don't know. Notice I'm not being that. I mean, I could be more specific in all this stuff, but let's see what happens. Yeah, and the Hogwarts one is supposed to be wider. Like yeah, Hogwarts should be double wide of the other three. I'll tell it that next. I doubled it. I'm just gonna walk and shut my door real quick. Uh, oh, it's doing stuff. Yeah, that looks pretty good. What is happening on the? Yeah, we'll just keep iterating. So let's say the Hogwarts card should be double. Um, and it has to scroll. So what's too tall? Um, if I look at the design, what's going on with the design? I compare. Yeah, that does look better. Can you make the game cards have rounded edges and shadows? I should commit what it's doing. See, it's doing WPF specific things that. Well, it somehow, I might have closed the app. Hold on. Waiting for a file to change. I closed the app and that messed it up. Continue. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm closing the app or the. So it's taking a screenshot. It thinks, what? They're not rounded? What are you talking about? I might need to. Yeah, it. No, these aren't rounded. So maybe you'll know what to do. You're right. We need to fix these corners here too. And then the Steam logo. And then we'll fix the colors last, I guess. I mean, everything seems clickable. Oh, those screenshots aren't fitting. Ah, that's better. We need to reduce this space here. All right, that looks good though. We're making progress. Did I close the app again? Did I? I did. So let's say what should we have it fixed next? Okay, decrease the padding so everything is without scrolling. And let's just give it a screenshot of that. The scroll bar is fine to have it, but I would rather see everything. Next, we'll fix the Steam logo. So I don't know about any of you any of you viewers, but I feel like this is fun. I'm just hanging out and it's doing all the work. Oh wow, it really fits now. That's there's you did it too much. Too much, bro. There is now empty space. Yeah, I don't think it can reason really well about like building 2D spaces. Yeah. Yeah, like look, random stuff's cut off now. Let's see what it does after this. These cards at the bottom are looking pretty good though. Okay, it looks pretty good. Looks comfortable. Okay, I think that's a good spot to commit. I'm gonna commit. All right, let's fix the Steam logo. It already says Steam. We don't need a label. And then after that, maybe we'll look at the original design a little bit and decide what else I should ask it to do. Of course, the colors. I don't have images for all the icons, so it probably used random emojis, which I'm fine with. Hey, that looks better. It looks a bit better. Can you make a Steam? We could fix these corners. I'll do that next. And then like the shadow is cut off weird. Yeah, that's not right. That looks good. Steam logo. Solid. So let's do that now. Let's see. This top card is not rounded correctly, and the shadow is also cut off weird. Yeah, so after this we're on colors, I think. Maybe we could fix some subtle, oh, there's supposed to be 2 screenshots that appear here too. Let's fix the screenshots and then colors. So it got it a little better. But why is there... Quit, go out. Why does the shadow look cut off now? I'll go ahead and commit what it did though, that was better. Let me add some margin, negative margin, maybe. It's close. That's better. Let me give it a screenshot. Just a little more. I'll commit what it did though, because it was better. Yeah, that looks good. There's maybe a very faint line there, but I'm good with it. 1 second. Edit. All right, this looks good. Um, so let's say there are supposed to be screenshots in this spot. They are, what's the image? Stray screen 1, 2. Sure. The screenshots are there. Well, they're just cut off. Oh. Card height and decrease padding. Yeah, so it feels like this whole top card can be taller. Let's see what it does. It's close. It probably won't think they're cut off. Okay. They are still cut off a bit. So one thing, I don't know if it's always reading the screenshot or just like sometimes it just thinks it did it right without verifying. Or, maybe it can't really understand that these are cut off unless I say they're cut off. It might be. We could decrease padding inside that right area. What else could we do to give it more space? There is still empty space above the text special offers. So it's getting better each time. So I'm gonna commit what it has though. Oh, it made it scroll too. Oh, there's empty space at the top. Yeah, we need to tell it to get rid of. Okay, that looks good. We could add a third screenshot. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. What else is different from the reference image? Definitely the colors. It's getting close. So we just need a little more space and you won't scroll. Could make that top bar shorter. Did I close it? I did. really close. Empty space. And let's commit what it did. So let's see what it did just then. What line was that? I'm zoomed in so far, it's hard for me to see. Carousel dots. Yeah, let's just try this 5. I don't care. And then we'll restart it myself. So .NET Watch, XAML doesn't reload with .NET Watch. If you didn't, oh, so close. I mean, what if that says like, if it just says 0? Right, and so if you hit Control R, it'll reload. Yeah, what? Got free space there. Why doesn't it hide? The scroll bar should auto hide if it fits. Does fit? Or is it just like 1 pixel too tall? So next, the only thing left I see here is I could get another screenshot. Okay. Can you get an extra couple pixels so it fits? Yeah, look, I mean, looking at the design, we'll fix the colors and get some gradients going. We're pretty close. There's still scroll bar, bro. Yeah, why? It feels like I'm just a couple pixels off that makes this thing appear. Because then when I'm hitting my scroll wheel, nothing moves. Oh, it got it. Perfect. Good night. Finally. All right. So, colors. So, is there a dropper? No, I'm gonna have to open Paint. So I'm just gonna like help it. Say like, where's the color I want? This one. Okay. The right box has a really crazy gradient. Maybe a radial one. The color numbers are. Let's get this one. And then is there a black? It's like a black. And then let's drag this. Oh well, let's get a screenshot of just this little piece. And I've committed everything, right? Yeah. Let's just see what this does. See what kind of gradient it makes. Whoa. Hmm. Can you do multiple radial gradients? That is what theirs looks like. See, this looks like not what I want. It did do what I said with the colors. Oh, sweet. Okay. Now the text isn't as readable. Yeah, if that text was white, you could see it. The next color, I think I'm going to do the overall background. I know this isn't match design exactly, but I mean, see, look at all that stuff. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so here, the color goes from, all right, let's say now let's fix the background colors. Subtle gradient that goes from that. Let's also drag this screenshot in here to, wow, there's like some orange going on in here. Let's just do that color. It's like an orange, I don't know what's going on. Oh, these things are see-through. These banners are see-through. I need to fix that. Well, let's see what that does. What's it look like? Yeah, if it fixed those colors. Okay, it did it here. Do more of those colors on the left menu and the top navigation bar. And let's just commit whatever. There's still some blue going on. So, what's that? So there's, there is still some random blue things. You know, like the friend chat in this game store, in the search box. Otherwise, everything looks good to me. Now the cat, I wonder if we can move the cat left. So he's in here. Because I want to see that cat. While it's thinking, I'll go look for an image. Hey, that's looking good. So only issue, I can't see the, did I close it? Now I can't see an outline on the search box. Yeah, so there's the search box is kind of messed up now. We committed it. It's looking good to me. There's this light blue around the edge too. We'll fix those two things. Okay, that was good. So there's still some blue back there. So here's some stray screenshots. Let's get this one. Wait. Oh, sure. That's good. On what? It's a JPEG. There you go. Stray screen 3. And let's go in. Best way I know to convert it is just to open it. Let's see what size I did these other ones. 400 by 225. Let's do 4. Whoa, that's massive. Let's just do PNG. So we could delete the JPEG. No. So say I added stray screen 3. Yeah, we got our new picture on there. All right, so last thing. We'll commit that. Can you offset the cat a little bit? He is behind the card. I think this might be the last thing though, if I keep closing the app on accident. If this cat was moved over, I would be completely happy with this for now. Like, of course, you could infinite tweak things, but I think it looks pretty good. Oh, we lost some of the hover. Oh, yeah. Perfect cat. Can you make the hover colors on things orange. Like hovering on these, they used to light up. Yeah, that looks weird. Oh, you can see it there. It's just too dark. Yeah. I like that better. I like that. Available now. Hover orange, and it isn't rounded. Hover. That might be the last thing I want to fix. I'm pretty happy that the fact that I could just get it to iterate. I think as the models get better over time, one thing that might happen is it will be able to read the screenshot and understand. Let's see what this looks like now. Oh no. What did it do? Yeah. What did it do? Yeah, it did not work. So something's happening here. I'm just gonna paste the error. Like, I think the latest XAML it did isn't valid. Oh, no, that's nothing. No, stop. Well, I guess the real problem is I keep losing the app. Yeah, the app's gone. So there is a bug in my screenshot code. So I'm going to just say available now is really skinny and it doesn't hover at all. Yeah, it did write a lot of code to do that. See, like, look at all that. Did you restart though, bro? Okay, that's perfect. And we see the cat. I think that's pretty good. All right. Well, so from here, I think it was awesome that I could get basically, you know, this app working that I keep closing. And then so from here, like if I really wanted to make it work, I could start hooking up MVVM, could add unit tests. But basically the iteration loop I made here, I want this to work for .NET MAUI apps. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thanks.